Hello and welcome to World's Racing News from South Korea. In this show, we will be viewing world's most prestigious races across the world. And my name is Joe, and next to me is Alistair Middleton. Hello, Alistair.
Hello, Joe.
So, we will be beginning to talk about racing with the richest race from the world, which is Dubai World Cup, happening this weekend.
Yeah, obviously the Dubai World Cup, one of the biggest races in the world, and for a long time it was the world's richest race as well. It's been run since 1996 when the American-trained Cigar, the People's Horse, two-time American Horse of the Year, was the winner, and it's been run almost without interruption ever since.
I'd like to briefly talk about what is the significance of this year. Obviously, having been won by UAE and USA horses for previous 10 years, there's got to be some other trying for it.
Yeah, absolutely. There's actually fewer American-trained horses taking their chance this year.
Right.
But Japan is making a big effort to win the race. More than half the field is trained in Japan. And Japan really wants to win this race this year.
And I believe that is quite possible as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, the defending champion Country Grammar is going to be the favourite, but Japan has a very, very strong contingent.
Let's have a look at the race, Dubai World Cup, and how it is important to Korean fans. Korean Racing Authority is in our effort to send over horses across the world, and we've been sending horses to Dubai since 2016, starting with Success Story, and it is a race that many Korean fans are following.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, we've been sending the horses over there. They've had mixed success. Obviously, Success Story ran very well. Mainstay was a winner. Then we had the fantastic Dol Kong, who made it all the way to the World Cup.
Okay, so that explains to us why we would want to be following Dubai World Cup. This is a very important race to us. And now we'll take a look at Thundersnow Challenge. This is the race where our Korean horses ran, and Salute the Soldier was the winner.
Yeah, it is a little bit of look away now if you're a Korean racing fan of this race. Obviously, Hanbok Wangja, king of the match, they gave their all, but they had a hard time. Look, Salute the Soldier, we know how good he is. He obviously won this race. He went on to win round 3 of the Maktoum Challenge as well, which is obviously the main lead up to this race. I think it's going to be very, very difficult for him in the Dubai World Cup. Obviously, he's an 8-year-old now. A very, very tough ask, but certainly a horse who's in very good form. And again, no disgrace to our horses, Hanbok Wangja and king of the match, for being beaten by him.
Second race we'll be watching is Saudi Cup. This is the race of the reference. Most of these contenders are running here in this race. And Panthalassa, what a wonderful gate to wire.
Yeah, Japan's Panthalassa. Look, he was a listed and Group 2 and Group 3 winner in Japan. Right. He had everything his own way in the Saudi Cup. He was able to get a great start. He was able to dictate terms, and he kept the field at arm's length the entire way around. Can he do that again at the slightly longer distance of the Dubai World Cup? Slightly different surface as well. It's going to be a very, very different challenge, but certainly he proved he's a very, very capable horse.
Right, and we've got a defending champion since last year, Country Grammar.
Absolutely, Country Grammar. Look, he finished second in the Saudi Cup last year. He went on to win the Dubai World Cup, and then he finished second again in the Saudi Cup this year. And he was making ground all the way. He was finishing very, very strongly. He's going to be very, very difficult to hold out at the extended trip. Back at Meydan as well, we know he loves this track. He's got Frankie Dettori on his back, the global superstar doing his global farewell tour. And everything could be written for Frankie to ride Country Grammar to a second Dubai World Cup win. Also emulating, of course, the great Thundersnow, who managed to win 2 consecutive Dubai World Cups.
Right, and we'd also have to talk about the home turf defender, which is Algiers.
Yeah, Algiers is a very interesting horse to me because this has been sort of like a workman-like horse all throughout his career. He started off in France, then in the UK. He didn't do much in the Godolphin Mile last year, but he's been an absolute revelation this time around. He's won back-to-back races at the Carnival, big races as well, Maktoum Challenge round 2. And you've got to say, he's in super form and he loves this track. He can put in a very big performance.
Fantastic event happening this weekend. I can't wait for it. And we'd like to finish the show by talking about, on behalf of Korean Racing Authority or Korean racing fans, perhaps it's too much to say. Alistair, we'd like to hear your betting tips.
Okay, well that's quite dangerous. Look, I'm going to stick with Country Grammar. I'm going to stick with Frankie to go back to back here.
Defending champion.
The defending champion. Yeah, I would like to look for a little bit of value, and I think looking down the Japanese contenders as well, we could possibly find a couple. I think Ushba Tesoro comes in excellent form. I think on the up as well, and also Jun Lightbold. I don't think he ran to his best in the Saudi Cup, but Ryan Moore stays aboard. I think that could be a big factor. So I'm putting Country Grammar on top, but trying to find some value with Ushba Tesoro and also Jun Lightbold.
Well, I'm rooting Godolphin horse, Algiers, and of course Panthalassa. I think gate is going to be very important for this horse to get the good gate to wire, and I believe this race is going to be very fast paced since the start. So it's going to be very important after once the gate results has been fixed. So this is an exciting event. Stay tuned with us for more World Racing news every month. We'll be back next month with Hong Kong Chairman Sprint. Bye-bye.